Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about a very basic but very important grammar topic: I, me, and mine. Many learners mix these up, even at an advanced level. If you want your English to sound clear and correct, you must understand the difference. Also, help this channel reach 1,000 subscribers. Let's start. Part 1. I is a subject pronoun. That means it is used as a subject of a sentence. Use I when you are doing the action. Examples: I am studying English. I like coffee. I went to the store yesterday. Common mistake: me am learning English. This is incorrect because me cannot be the subject. Part 2. Me is an object pronoun. It is used when the action happens to you. Use me after verbs or prepositions. Examples: she called me. Can you help me? This gift is for me. Common mistake: my friend and me went there. Correct sentence: my friend and I went there. Part 3. Mine is a possessive pronoun. It shows ownership. Mine replaces my plus a noun. Examples: this phone is mine. That bag is mine, not yours. Do not say, this is mine book. Correct: this is my book, or this book is mine. Part 4. Quick comparison. I equals subject. Me equals object. Mine equals ownership. Examples: I made this cake. My sister helped me. The recipe is mine. If you remember the role in the sentence, choosing the right word becomes easy. I, me, and mine are simple, but they matter a lot. Small grammar mistakes can change how fluent you sound. Practice these in real sentences. Subscribe and help this channel reach 1,000 subscribers. See you in the next lesson. Welcome back to Essential Grammar Words. Today we're learning how to use about in English. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand all the common uses of about and how to use them in speaking and writing. And before we start, if this helps your English, subscribe and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Part 1. Talking about a topic. About is used to talk about a topic. Examples: I'm reading a book about space. This article is about cooking. You can also ask, what's your favorite movie about? The lecture is about history. Tip: about comes before the topic you want to discuss. Part 2. Approximately. Numbers. About can mean approximately. Examples: there are about 50 people in the class. I need about 3 hours to finish this. This is useful in conversation to avoid being too exact. Part 3. Concerning. Regarding. About can also mean concerning or regarding. Examples: I'm worried about the exam. He asked me about your plans. Notice, after adjectives. About often shows feelings. She's happy about her results. I'm nervous about the interview. Part 4. Phrasal verbs with about. Some phrasal verbs include about. Go about to begin or handle something. Come about to happen or occur. Bring about to cause something. Examples: he went about his work quietly. What brought about this change? Knowing these makes your English sound natural. Thanks for watching until the end. If you're interested in IELTS and want to improve step by step, please check out my Gumroad link in the video description. I've made practical materials that you can actually use for your study. And if this video helped you even a little, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Reaching 1,000 subscribers is my next goal, and your support really helps me keep creating free lessons like this. Subscribes and likes are what keep this channel going. They're the reason I can keep making more helpful English videos for you. If you want to watch more lessons right now, click one of the videos on the screen. I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to Essential Grammar Words. Today we're learning how to use that in English. That is one of the most common words, but many learners don't fully understand how it works. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to use it naturally. And before we start, if this lesson helps you, subscribe and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Part 1. That as a connector. That is often used to connect ideas. Examples: I think that this is a good idea. She said that she was tired. In speaking, that is often optional. I think this is a good idea. She said she was tired. Tip: use it when you want to sound clear or formal, especially in writing. Part 2. That as a demonstrative. That can point to something specific, usually far from the speaker. Examples: that car is expensive. Can you see that building over there? Compare. This near. That far. In conversation, that is also used for ideas or situations. That sounds great. That was a bad decision. Part 3. That in relative clauses. That can introduce extra information about a noun. Examples: the book that I bought is interesting. The person that called you is my friend. Important tip: when that is the object, you can omit it. The book I bought is interesting. But when it's the subject, you must keep it. The person that called you is my friend. Part 4. That's after adjectives and nouns. That is often used after adjectives to explain reasons or opinions. Examples: I'm happy that you came. She's worried that she might fail. It's also common after nouns. There's a chance that it will rain. The fact that he lied surprised me. This usage is very important for IELTS writing and speaking. Thanks for watching until the end. If you're interested in IELTS and want to improve step by step, please check out my Gumroad link in the video description. I've made practical materials that you can actually use for your study. And if this video helped you even a little, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Reaching 1,000 subscribers is my next goal, and your support really helps me keep creating free lessons like this. Subscribes and likes are what keep this channel going. They're the reason I can keep making more helpful English videos for you. If you want to watch more lessons right now, click one of the videos on the screen. I'll see you in the next video.